Hey everybody, Jim Cheshire coming to you live from the CBP Annual. We're down here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Before I jump into this with Doug Lightstone, I want to say a big thank you to Dee Harrison and the Chiropractic Biophysics family for having me and Chiro Hustle down here to do these amazing interviews talking about research and x-ray and this thing called chiropractic biophysics.
Yeah.
So Doug, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Where'd you come down from, man?
Came from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, you came up then?
Yeah,
oh, you
pretty
came
much.
across.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's talk CBP.
Okay.
What is CBP?
CBP it's essentially the best corrective chiropractic spinal model that exists. I love it because it's based on the most scientific research that exists for spinal correction. It's a formula that anybody can follow as long as they train in it, and it's fantastic. It gets the most amazing results.
In your headspace, you're into research.
Sure.
Let's talk about the research that is going on right now and what you're working on.
Sure. So research right now, what's great is that CBP has laid the foundation for research to be able to build upon. CBP talks about being the scientifically based chiropractic model, and it's because they started at the beginning. They started at x-rays. They started at corrective care and built up from there. So right now we get to look at things like abnormal spinal alignments and what it takes to correct them. Amazing things are coming out, specifically from my office with Dr. Curtis Fedorchuk. Things about spondylolisthesis in the lumbars and in the cervical spine that are absolutely going to blow your mind. What we're finding is in that about 80 to 85% of patients with a cervical or lumbar spondylolisthesis, we're getting about a 50% correction or more in the spondylolisthesis using CBP methods, which is incredible. On top of that, we're getting the most amazing case studies and things like plagiocephaly with a recent case series by Dr. Nikki Hershowitz, as well as pediatric corrections with myself and Dr. Curtis Fedorchuk publishing those case studies as well as some amazing scoliosis corrections that we presented at SOSORT this year, a scoliosis orthopedic conference in San Francisco, which was amazing, very well-received research on the improvements that we're getting in scoliosis patients, as well as new ways of measuring how scoliosis is impacting the spine and the health of our patients.
One of the things you said there was a big hot topic I know that's in the chiropractic space now in x-ray. Why is it such a necessity to retain the ability to do the radiography imaging of people's spines?
It's a tough thing to just say in a couple of minutes. The important thing for me is this. Chiropractors everywhere talk about the integrity of the spine and the importance of the spine. I think it's very, very difficult to, on one hand, talk about how important spinal alignment is and how deadly subluxation can be and then on the other hand say we're not going to look at it and we're not going to see exactly what's causing the problem. X-rays show us what is going on with the spine. It shows us alignment issues. It shows us red flags. It shows us so many important, vital things that are absolutely necessary when it comes to not only spinal adjustments, but spinal correction. Not only spinal correction, but spinal adjustments. Even if you were going to be adjusting the spine, not working on spinal correction, the very first thing you need to be doing is making sure that it's safe and making sure that your adjustments are appropriate.
And that just goes back to the fundamentals of being a healer. And the one thing that you do as you get your diploma is to agree to the Hippocratic Oath,
Correct.
which is to do no harm.
Right.
So when you're doing what you're doing, it's like it would only make sense that you'd have all the tools and resources available to make sure that you're doing the right thing for the person that needs your help.
Absolutely. The science has been very clear on this, which is a couple of things. One is that our hands touching the spine in no way is a valid, reliable way of being able to know what type of spine we're working with. And then two is that medical imaging and the x-rays that are associated with that are very safe for our patients. This has been proven time and time again, and I feel extremely comfortable taking the imaging on my patients, on the patients in my practice, to make sure that they're getting the care that is, number one, safe, and then number two, is as effective as humanly possible.
And one of the things I first learned working in chiropractic biophysics, because that's how I got my bones in this whole game of chiropractic,
Right.
was I was actually doing the pre and post like line drawn analysis on like the films.
Sure.
And I could see like the outcome that we were making. We would talk to people and they'd say, yeah, you know what, whatever I came in for, I don't even remember what I came in for, some of these people. But as you go through it and you show them like the outcome, that, hey, this is what you look like before, this is what you look like now, it's pretty cool, right?
It is. What's amazing is so many chiropractors, they take x-rays when a patient comes in their office, and they're able to point out, hey, here's where there's a problem, and here's what's causing the issues that you're dealing with, and here are some issues that are leading to things that you may not even know. But then there are no follow-up x-rays being taken. How on earth are we going to point to problems and then not show where our corrections are? That is so essential and so vital to what we're doing. In any other healthcare discipline, if there is an issue, there's going to be doctors that show, hey, here's a value, here's a measurement of where you are and exactly why you need our help. And then when you go to follow-up examinations, they're going to show why their therapies, why their treatments, why their care is validated. Here's exactly what we're doing in order to help you. Chiropractic should be no different, especially since chiropractic can help in the best way possible. So we should be able to show our patients exactly how we've helped them and the magnitude in which it helps. And CBP, I absolutely love it. I've connected with it since the first time that I saw it, and CBP is absolutely able to do that. I love it.
Well, I didn't prep him for this, but I'm going to ask him this anyways. One of the things I heard you say in there was pediatrics.
Sure.
Let's talk about like protecting our right to take care of kids.
Okay. A big part of protecting our right to take care of kids comes from doing our due diligence. That comes from doing the research. It's not enough to be able to say that children need chiropractic and showing videos of 1.5-year-olds falling on their bum 16 times while they're trying to stand up, or 2-year-olds falling down the stairs or jumping off of things. It becomes important for us to do the research. And again, coming back to this time and time again, for me to ascribe to anything, I need to be able to see the science behind it and see the validation behind it. CBP was that very thing that showed me the research behind, hey, here's what an adult value is. Here's what a pediatric value is. Here's the research behind what we showed for it. I was able to feel so confident and so comfortable treating pediatrics, so confident and so comfortable being able to present the science and the research behind everything that we did and stand puff-chested and strong and confident that pediatricians, parents, and children felt very comfortable in everything that we were doing, and the results that we were getting spoke for themselves. It's been amazing.
Well, I appreciate you sharing so detailed information on why what you're doing with chiropractic biophysics research is so important to the future of chiropractic. I didn't prep you for this either, but is there anybody out there you like to say hi to?
Obviously my family's amazing, right? They support me in everything that I do. Dr. Curtis Fedorchuk, I would be nowhere in my professional career without him. But let me say this, is to every chiropractor out there, we know that you're getting results. We know that you're doing the most amazing things for your patients. We need to do more from a research standpoint. We need to document what we're doing. We need to come together in that standpoint. It is the most important and amazing thing. At some point, we are going to perish. We're going to leave this earth, and our Google reviews are going to leave with us. We need to leave something behind to be able to show doctors who come up through the ranks exactly why we're successful, how we're successful, and all the different ways that we're successful, regardless of what technique you use, regardless of that. if you weren't helping people, you wouldn't have a practice. We know this. And so it becomes extremely important to document it in research so the science speaks for itself, and so we can protect our profession and help every single patient that we have and those that are to come.
And that's just it. As one of my mentors at Osborne says, we're more alike than we are different.
That's exactly right.
And I love that idea. If you guys are out there and you're watching right now, go ahead and share this Facebook Live, because what Doug Lightstone is sharing with us is so important for the profession as a whole to hear about. Research is so important to the future, but also to what we're doing right now. And I just wanted to say I love and appreciate all of you guys that are out there watching. If you want more information on what we're doing with chiropractic biophysics, go to idealspine.com.
Correct.
And you can find all the research. You can find a port of entry for patients. You can find a port of entry for yourself to get certified in this beautiful technique. And I just want to say one big more thing to you. Thank you so much.
And hey, Jim, let me just say this real quick, is I want to avail myself. I publish as much research as I possibly can. I involve myself in the science of chiropractic as much as I possibly can. If anybody has any questions on how they can get more involved in the research of chiropractic and solidifying what we have, reach out to me on Facebook, reach out to me by email. My email is douglas.lightstone@gmail.com. My Facebook is Douglas Lightstone. Reach out to me. I'm more than happy to take time and go over any ways that we can come together and basically solidify chiropractic as one of the most important healthcare professions that exists.
Awesome, brother. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close out by telling everybody out there, you're just one story away. Keep hustling. We'll see you guys on the next one.